I've been wanting to make content on this topic again, as my channel's name is Fresh Forensics. So I want to do a little bit of, some forensics today. I love forensics. I think it's a very, very fascinating topic, particularly using Linux as the platform. So we have our wonderful Kali Linux VirtualBox image. That's what I'm running. That's what you see on the screen here. And since Kali Linux is so great, it's been so good to us. We love Kali Linux. The things that we need, the tools that we're going to use to explore this topic today, they are already pre-installed inside of this image. If we come up here to the upper left and we click on the applications menu, we come down here to forensics, number 15. We have a tab inside of our menu dedicated to forensics. It's broken up into various things such as PDF forensics tools, forensic imaging tools, forensic carving tools. But the fourth one down is the Sleuth Kit suite. And when I expand this, look at how many tools we have. So all of these tools, these are all command line tools. And every one of these tools that you see right here, they all are a part of the Sleuth Kit. So this Sleuth Kit, it's a big deal. It comes with a lot of tools. Every one of these tools is provided to you by the Sleuth Kit. So that's what we're going to be taking a look at in this video, is the Sleuth Kit suite of command line tools. So if I do apt search on Sleuth Kit, we do get back a hit. It is referred to as Sleuth Kit, and these are tools for forensics analysis on volume and file system data. So I can do apt info, and we will get back some more information on the Sleuth Kit. So this is also known as TSK. It's a collection of Unix-based command line file and volume system forensics analysis tools. The file system tools allow you to examine file systems of a suspect computer in a non-intrusive fashion. Because the tools do not rely on the operating system to process the file systems, deleted and hidden content is shown. Let me get rid of my screen for a second. So the volume system tools allow you to examine the layout of disks and other media. You can also recover deleted files, get information stored in Slack spaces, examine file systems journal, see partition layouts, disks, images, etc. You see that it supports several file systems such as NTFS, FAT, exFAT, ext3, ext4, etc. and so forth. Okay. Make sure to bring that image of me back up on the screen, because I know you guys just are dying to see my face. All right, so this wonderful toolkit is already pre-installed for us, makes it very easy. Now I'm going to reference what I consider to be probably one of the most valuable learning resources when it comes to forensics, and even just Linux in general. This is not a joke. I'm not being sarcastic or facetious, because when I show you the website and you see the name, you're going to think that I'm joking, but I'm not. I'm being very serious. I have read this entire PDF cover to cover multiple times. So let's go ahead and open up my Firefox web browser. Oh, this is the homepage, by the way, for the Sleuth Kit. This is at the sleuthkit.org. Link will be in the description, so you can take a look at that, get some more information. But what we are going to look at is this right here. So this is linuxleo.com. This is the Law Enforcement and Forensic Examiner's Introduction to Linux. So if we go down to the bottom of the page, the author, we're going to take a look at this real quick. So to understand a little bit more about the author, this guy is a senior criminal investigator. He's a special agent with a particular federal agency of the U.S. government. And this whole thing is about learning and understanding and setting up and using Linux as your platform as your forensic workstation. And what is so great about this particular source is that you get access to this PDF. It's obviously free. You come up here underneath Documents. Current version is 4.97. I'm going to open this up in another tab. So here's this PDF. I also have this PDF over on my GitHub page inside of my online PDF library. It's called Fresh PDF Library, and this PDF is over there, as well as dozens of other PDFs. All right, so this thing is 353 pages long, and this is all about Linux and using it as a digital forensics platform. So one of the portions of this PDF is actually dedicated to the Sleuth Kit. I'm going to open up Advanced Analysis Tools, and then we have the Sleuth Kit. So I'm going to expand that. Then we have the Sleuth Kit exercises. So I'm just going to click on that. So this is page 235, Sleuth Kit exercises. I am letting you know this is where I'm getting this information from. I will never lie to you guys and act like I'm making something up or this is just coming from me because I'm so smart. I read a lot. I seek out answers. A lot of the things that I do videos on, they are coming from things that I read, things that I study. I'm just speaking on them and using my own words. So now the other really great thing about this is that if we go back over to the home page, linuxleo.com, over here on the left hand side you have a section called Supplemental Files. Now somewhere or another I have a script that I run where I run the script and it just grabs everything for me, but we're just looking at one thing. So there are all these supplemental files. We're specifically going to be looking at the ext2 disk image. It's referred to as able2. So I'm just going to right click that and we're going to copy that link. And then I'm going to go down to the command line. So I'm going to create a directory. I'm going to call it forensics, and we're going to cd inside of that newly created directory, and I'm going to use wget, paste in that link. We're going to grab that tar.gzipped file. Now if I run ls, there it is, and if we run the file command on that, it is a gzip compressed file. It is always a good idea to get a hash before you go any further to make sure that nothing has been compromised. The image, the file that you're grabbing is intact. So we'll go ahead and run the SHA-1 command line utility on that image, which will generate that hash. And you can compare that hash to the one over inside the PDF, and you will see that it does match. Alright, so we need to extract the archive and decompress the image. So to do that, we are going to use the tar command. Alright, so if I run tar with tzf on that file, that will list out the contents without actually doing anything. So if I run ls, you see it's still the same. Alright, so now we're going to run tar with xzvf and provide it with the name, and now it is going to actually extract it. Now if we run ls, there we go. So we still have the original tar.gzipped file, but now we also have everything which has been extracted from it. And we can run the file command with an asterisk. It'll give us some information about each one of those. One of those appears to be an image associated with Linux. We are basically doing a Sleuth Kit exercise straight out of this book, and this pertains to recovering a deleted file. We are trying to identify a file that has been deleted and recover it. So this is real deal forensics right here. All right, so real quick, I'm going to go back up to the applications menu. I'm going to go down to forensics. I'm going to open up the Sleuth Kit. I want you to get a good look at all of these tools because we are going to be using a few of those. So we're going to be using, for example, img_stat to display details of an image, mmls. We are going to be using fls to list file and directory names. So we're going to be using quite a few of these. Just want you to get a mental image of some of those. All right, so the first command line tool that we're going to use is called mmls. This is used to display the partition layout of a volume system, or in other words, partition tables. So we're going to run mmls on able2.dd, and we get the partition table. We get the layout. We're able to see information similar to as running fdisk. We're able to see the partition offsets in sector sizes. You get the start, you get the end, you get all of the very, very important information that you would want to have. Now, for the sake of what we are doing in this demonstration, the information that we are looking for is going to be located inside of the root file system of this image. And the root file system is located on the second partition, which is going to be referenced by number 3 inside of this partition table. So it's that second Linux partition, and this one obviously is the first. So by looking at the partition table, we're able to determine that that second partition starts at this offset. So we're going to go ahead and copy that. We're going to use the fsstat command. So if I do a what is on fsstat, we get back this is used to display general details of a file system. So we're going to go ahead and run fsstat with a -o. We're going to specify that sector offset. I'll paste that in. And finally, we are going to have to provide the name of that image. And we're going to pipe that into less. So we get file system information, and we're able to determine that this is an ext2 file system. And as you can see, we get quite a bit of information from this, including metadata. But we can actually get even more information about the file system by using the fls command. So if I do a what is on fls, this is used to list file and directory names in a disk image. So we can actually just run the fls command with a -o to specify the file system, and then by default this will run on the file system's root directory. So we're going to go ahead and give that sector offset once again, followed by the name of the image. And as you can see, we now have a listing of all of the directories inside of the root file system, and they should look very familiar to you because this is the hierarchy of your typical Linux operating system as far as the root file system goes. So we can continue to run fls on these directory entries, and that will allow us to dig even deeper into the file system and the contents inside of some of these directories. So we can actually pass the data entry number for one of these and potentially view the contents. So we're going to take a look at whatever is inside of this particular directory. So if you know anything about Linux, you know this is basically a hidden directory. Hidden directories always start with a dot, and you typically don't see a directory with a dot that is named 001. So this stands out as a little interesting to us. So let's go ahead and try to view the contents of this hidden directory. We can do that by going back up in our command history. We're going to run the same command. The only difference is that we are going to actually add the number for that particular data entry onto the end of the command. So I'm going to copy that number. This will be the same for you, 11105. And now when I rerun this command, it's going to actually give me the contents of that hidden directory. We can use additional commands to view and analyze these files that we see here. We're going to take a look at that momentarily, but first let's take a look at how we can uncover deleted files. So we can actually rerun that previous command before the command we just ran, and we're just going to add something onto this command. And we are going to add on a dash capital F lowercase rd. This will allow us to see only deleted entries that are listed as files, as opposed to directories. So now what you see here is a listing of files, each of which was deleted, or what they thought was deleted. Somebody attempted to delete these files. And using forensic techniques, using tools from the Sleuth Kit, we are basically able to uncover files that the target user or the suspect thought were deleted forever. All right, now we could continue to take this deeper and deeper. I mean, this stuff really goes deep. I don't want to take it. I don't want to take it too much further than this. I just want to give you guys just a small taste of what you can do with some of these tools that are probably some of the more overlooked tools that come with Kali Linux by default. And we aren't even scratching the surface. I mean, this is some powerful stuff. But the last thing that I'm going to show you is if we go back to that command that we ran right here, where we were specifying, we were able to list out files inside of that hidden directory. Once again, we get the data entry numbers over here on the left. And just looking at this, looking at the naming convention of the first line, you could probably gather that these are most likely pictures. We are going to leverage another tool inside of the Sleuth Kit that is called icat. If I do a what is on icat, this is used to output the contents of a file based on its inode number. So we basically are going to rerun that command, but we are going to substitute fls with icat, still using -o, still on that same data entry number, same image, but now here at the end, we're going to pick one of these data entry numbers that should be for one of these pictures. We believe they're pictures. We're going to go ahead, swap those numbers out, and then finally we are going to pipe this into display. And what this should allow us to do is view one of these pictures that we were able to locate inside of a hidden directory that was supposed to be deleted. And what we have here is, of course, a wonderful picture, a reference, a throwback to the great movie The Matrix, which is awesome because they actually were they were using real hacking tools in The Matrix. I believe they were running nmap scans at some point. Pretty cool. Now I'm curious. Now I want to see another one. I got to see what some of the other ones are. So let's go ahead and check out some of the other ones. Let's do the one that ends in 10. Okay, so this person obviously is into motorcycles. Let's do one more. Let's do 8. Yeah, this person definitely was into motorcycles. Yeah, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Identifying and recovering deleted files using command line tools from the Sleuth Kit on Kali Linux, baby. Because this is at the end of the day, this is all about Kali Linux. This is all about Kali Linux, right? So I'm showing you tools that come pre-installed on Kali Linux, getting just a little taste of forensics. Very cool stuff. Hope you guys got something out of this. Let me know what you think. Would you like to see more videos on on forensics, because we can definitely make that happen. And speaking of forensics, the name of my channel is Fresh Forensics. The name on my shirt is Fresh Forensics. Are you subscribed to Fresh Forensics? Don't tell me you're watching a video on forensics on a channel called Fresh Forensics and you haven't even subscribed to my channel. I thought you liked my channel. Why are you not subscribed to it yet? Please stop what you're doing right now. Subscribe to the channel. Help me out. I'm sitting here by myself in my YouTube studio while everybody else is probably out having fun, and it's 1 a.m. and I'm here making content for you guys, man. So show me some love, show me some support. Hit that subscribe button. And as always, keep learning and stay fresh. I'll see you in the next video.
Fresh Forensics, baby.